Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having the most incredible day. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for the latest in reality TV, influencer tea, pop culture, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, girl, I always have the latest in Brit tea. So grab a snack, grab a drink. If you're looking for a new messy best friend, honey, here I am. You guys, we need to talk because an ex-staff member of Britney Spears from the Piece of Me residency has spoken out and has spilled a bunch of tea. So we're gonna read it, we're gonna talk, we're gonna faint, we're gonna pass out, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna cry. I don't know what the hell we're gonna feel, but we're gonna do it together, which is the most important thing, all right? So listen, this is what happened, right? It says, okay. His name is Skip Dennison, I believe. Hang on. Yeah, Dennis. Okay, so listen, this is what it says. He's responding to Britney's story, like her audio, right? Okay, so it says, I want to add to your story from another point of view. I worked backstage at your shows in Planet Hollywood from February 16th last New Year's show. I signed the NDA, but F it, I don't honor people who suppress human rights. If I may, If I may, being military, I was chosen to replace an older gent named Barry that was retiring during overlap learning the backstage duties on a J-Lo performance night. And being the type of gay Britney fan that would create fantasy set lists, naturally I inquired about your show. I did the same thing. He told me about the required NDA, how structured it was, and how Edon's crew was. By this time, the mystique and suspicion of the conservatorship was already public taboo. Thus, being a fan, I wanted to casually extract info. Barry told me that Edon's team would utilize him from time to time to stand guard at your hotel room door, given he was a retired LVPD. I asked why your door had to be guarded 24/7, and they responded, to make sure she doesn't run away was what he told me. Why? Is she not allowed to go about freely on her own, I asked. The dad doesn't want that. She's tried to run before. She might leave and not come back, he replied. That sounds like a hostage situation to me, like she's being held captive, I said honestly. He went on to say you weren't okay mentally, but just hearing that shit, I knew things weren't right. My first night backstage at your show was April 6, 2016. Prior to going backstage, I'm walking through then Access Theater lobby. I know your orbit immediately from press. I see Larry Rudolph and cordially say, hello, sir. As I pass him, doesn't acknowledge my existence, even slightly. Noted motherfucker. I go backstage where CSC security sits and Joe, their senior member, has me sign the NDA that presumably he'd later give to Robin. Like your perfume, I'm quite curious, but also I take my job serious and I can't blow this opportunity I've been given to peek behind the curtain. Having already hovered around J-Lo and my BSB homies, I disguise my excitement by looking happy and thoroughly doing the job. I see your dad and Robin in the office together often. Larry comes and goes periodically, going between VIP to watch back in the office. Nothing major happens, but the atmosphere is very on edge and almost conspiratorial to me without knowing why. I'm later asked to aid with meet and greets. Over time, I'm upgraded to doing backstage tours with Fee. I love Fee. My boss can't stand her southern optimism, so I'm more than glad to. She talks lovely about you. Glows with pride at your optimism to be engaged in construction of your costumes, aided by Tish, and tells stories of quick change. Throughout this time, I passed your dad, who always looked like someone smeared a dirty Sanchez of his own shit stink across his upper lip, making him sneer in disgust. Politely, I say hi, sir, to him, gives me the Rudolph treatment. Noted motherfucker. Robin, to her credit, was always polite and offered passing salutations. He uses some big ass words, bitch. But here we go, another one. But unbeknownst to me, I feel like I'm in Bridgerton. Unbeknownst to me at the time, her shady ass was funneling out your cash with her snake associate Lou Taylor. Our paths crossed numerous times as I stand by the counter where you enter to go do your prayer. Every time you flanked by Edon and his other guys, Robin and your dad follow. I suppress my inner gay wanting to empower you by telling you to slay, but I know I'll be shit canned ASAP if I do. I shamefully stay quiet. You always gave 1000% most nights, but you're not you, as we once knew you to be. I remember one night I watched you enter the clamshell, lean against the pole after ponytailing your hair. Our eyes meet and I stay locked momentarily. I looked away, but I felt your sadness. It weighed on me, and like you said, victimization was what I could see. You were dating Sam at the time, however, your father treated him like an outsider, seldom or ever giving him credentials to come backstage freely. So my boss has to escort him every time he goes from the theater to backstage. Odd given Sam is in shape and my boss is in his late 60s. I asked Fee and my boss about your dad. Fee doesn't outright tell me that he basically limited her time with you and that hurts her, but I read body language and I feel energy. My boss, he was complicit and lacks human empathy, so he says Jamie runs the show because she's too crazy on her own. Somewhere around maybe the third to last show, I witnessed you have a break in the shit you've been putting up with. It's right before every time when you are to get into your wings. Fuck it then, I'm not going on, I'm fucking leaving, you shout irritably as you come walking off stage. You act though you're going to go up to your dressing room, but you don't, pivoting instead back to quick change. Either your hair or makeup girl shouts, "Get Jamie!" As I turn to see Robin run into the production office, then Jamie come angrily stomping out into your quick change. The wings go up and out without you in them. My boss yells at me to make all our guys take a break. As I go inform my coworkers, I hear you re-enter the stage to cheers and applause. As your dad exits the stage looking more irate than usual. I'm surprised no vids are on YouTube. I forgot to discuss your brother Brian girl. First off, I can't only surmise, girl, look at me putting in words for this man's tweets. Surmise that Brian got his Caesar's job because your dad made it a contractual obligation as part of them signing you. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But through top tier connections, when you were going to MGM Park, Brian said he was going to be in a high position there. Know the ugly truth while you were barricaded by bodyguards, keeping you hostage in your hotel suite. Your brother was out partying with some of your concert-collected busty female fans that he'd sometimes bring back upstairs in the theater to mess around with. More disturbing to me, some were Britney wannabes. Like, no joke, I'll never forget that shit because I found it in poor taste, knowing all I knew prior to witnessing that. You once said Vegas brought the player out of you. And very much did your brother, and your dad was complicit with that. Whether you witness or not, but I know firsthand you're airing truths, and courts should know a multifaceted view of just how much your entire family infringed upon your human rights. Church on Sunday ain't enough to absorb the level of greed, honey. From my unique perspective, you, queen, are the utmost definition of strength. Many Marines couldn't endure that shit. I'm beyond happy you had Sam. Most guys wouldn't stay in that situation because your dad treated him like a villain. My story is only a fraction of what others saw. I often hypothesized that you deliberately tried sabotaging your own show because I know the rebel mentality. Fans made videos about their meet and greet experience, having felt slighted. Many would bitch at us after given you were pushing them through the hall for 3 minutes that cost them $2,500. Others saying you were rude to them. They can all get over themselves now though, because knowing your point of view, being even a small part of that feels like being a party to some human trafficking ring. 2013 to 2017, quantity that period alone. I'm in awe of your mental fortitude. This man has the biggest words in Webster's fucking dictionary, bitch. I need to go back to school, point blank period. As a fan, I'm glad but I'm cute though. You know what I mean? I'm like cute, man. If Jessica Simpson got a fucking career mistaking tuna with chicken, bitch, I can mispronounce some words and be cute with it. Okay, anyways. As a fan, I'm glad aided in your rediscovery of your creative passion with these wounds, my warrior. You empower the souls of everyone who is oppressed. Seeing that fire in your eyes again, it's like watching a phoenix born from ash, and that's mesmerizing. But it's your happiness to be free, dance free, love free. That's what truly warms my heart and soul. With love from every fiber of my being, Dennis. Dennis, first of all, not only is he so freaking smart with his words, but you can feel the love oozing out of Britney, for Britney. This is one of the first that comes out talking about everything with Britney, but it sure as hell won't be the last. And I really do feel that everything that happened, we are going to know about. Like, everybody's going to come forward. And I really feel like at this point in time, I think we need to prepare ourselves, because I don't think we've even hit, like, you know, the top of the iceberg yet with everything Britney actually had to endure. Britney is, like he said, she is a definition of strength. She is somebody who is a survivor. And like, I know for a fact that a lot of us probably would not have survived this. And I am so incredibly proud of her. And, you know, it kind of reminds me, like, she was like an animal at a circus. You know what I mean? Like, they are forced to put on performances. They are forced to do it, and you can see the sadness in their eyes. And I am so proud of Britney, but I am so sad to hear all of these things. And I just think that we need to focus on the now, but we also need to give her a lot of room to heal, because this is just a little bit of the iceberg that we are seeing for her to heal. She is now going to express everything. She's going to expose everything, and we need to be there and support her and give her the strength as her fans. I'm so proud of you, Dennis. I think what you did was so brave. I think that speaking out is so incredibly brave, and you can really tell how much you love Britney, and that is something that I admire. And I'm very proud of you, Dennis, for speaking up. And anyone else who had, you know, direct contact with her, I hope they do speak up, because honestly, we need to figure out how, as fans, we can help her. And I think one of the things we can do is make sure Hold Me Closer and Glory, you know, get to the top once again, so she knows that we're here. And when she tells her story, I feel that we need to hear, we need to support, and we need to do our part as her fans to send her love. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. People are going to be coming out exposing everything. Just wait and see, you guys. This is just the beginning. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.